Hey guys, welcome back. Illuzion here with you again, and I got some more Star Citizen content for you. I'm going to call this my mid-week anniversary sale update. Kind of tell you how I fared out, some thoughts that I've been having, and just talk about few things. So back in the asteroid hangar, my favorite hangar, and I've moved the ships around again. So let's first talk about the actual sale itself. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 ships on sale for the anniversary sale. The Aurora, the 350, Super Hornet, Freelancer Missile, M50, Cutlass Blue, Gladiator, Retaliator, Xi'an Scout, Caterpillar, Banu Merchantman, and the Starfarer. I believe that's it. I believe there's 12. So, a lot of cool ships, a lot of limited ships that are on sale right now. The prices for the ships that I do want, I just couldn't justify it this time. So let me tell you how I fared out. So I had my Cutlass. Cutlass is basically my base standalone package. I also did pick up a Grey Cat, the little ATV. We'll go for a ride for that, and actually we'll go for a ride for that now. Go ahead and jump in here, and I'm going to have to switch over to the keyboard because with my controller, it only turns right. So here's my little buggy. That way I can get around in my hangar very quickly. So I picked up 2 Aurora LXs. Alright, nice little animation getting out of the truck. So here's one, and the second one's down there. So I actually picked up 2 of these. Now, when the sale started, this wasn't my original plan. My original plan was to pick up one of the limited ships, but I've had a little change of heart and kind of want to talk about that. So here's the nice little interior of the Aurora LX. More on the basic side of the Aurora models. I think it highlights a leather seat. You can see a little bit of clipping through there. And a little bed that you can, if I can remember which one's a squatted, crouch down. But there's a bed down there I can get in. I'll just jump in there. So the Aurora LXs for the standalone anniversary was 30 bucks. So I picked up 2 of them for the total of $60. Now the reason I did this is because they include 2 years of hull insurance. And I kind of like that idea. Now the Cutlass that I have there with its package, I only have 6 months of insurance. Now we're not going to get into debating the insurance thing too much this video. I can make another video of that. But basically I bought these 2 ships as placeholders. I couldn't justify the $275 for the Retaliator right now. I just couldn't do it. And the Merchantman was $250. Couldn't justify $250. I've already spent more on this one individual game that's still pre-alpha than I've ever spent on any other game combined. I'm inching up close to the $200 mark. So the Cutlass up there is $120, and these 2 is another $60. So I'm at $180 right now, plus a few other things. So probably around $185. So these 2 ships are placeholders. So let me talk about a CCU system. For those that are unfamiliar, there's a system in place called Cross Chassis Upgrade, CCU. And basically what that means is once ships to get to a certain stage in the pipeline, you can upgrade from one lower tier ship to a higher tier ship and pay the difference. Now it doesn't sound that great, but what's really cool about it is any kind of attached insurance that you have with the ship also transfers. So for instance, that Cutlass up there, like I said earlier, it only has 6 months worth of insurance. These 2 Auroras have 2 years of insurance on them each. Now, if I cross chassis upgrade this Aurora into another cut list, that 2 years of insurance would transfer. So basically I'm getting quadruple the insurance for no more money. So that's why I say these ships are kind of placeholders, and basically I'm investing in the game to basically have my insurance transfer over. Now if you're familiar with the game, they said that insurance is going to be a very significant money sink. But at the same time, if you could get 4 times the insurance for no additional cost, wouldn't you do that? I would. That's why I did it. So basically these 2 ships are placeholders. So once we get a little bit further into development and I see something else that catches my eye, the Aurora LX is already already available for cross chassis. So once that second ship that I'd be interested in, I can upgrade them, pay the difference between the 2 ships, and that 2 year of insurance would just transfer right over. So that's kind of my method to my madness. Some of the ships I was interested in getting an M50, but M50 is $100, but it still includes the 2 year. All the ships that are on sale this week on the anniversary sale side of it do include 2 years of insurance. So I thought about doing the same thing with the M50, just basically buying it for the insurance and then cross-chassing it up, but that was $100. Well, for these 2 of them, I got 2 of them for $60. The Cutlass Blue was a $50 upgrade. I couldn't justify the $50 just to go up one a little bit bigger of an engine. So when it all kind of shook out, I ended up with 2 Aurora LXs and some insurance. So basically, I should just put a big sign on this. It says placeholder for Retaliator. That one's placeholder for a Redeemer. I don't know. Whatever the case may be. But they're here. I have them. And basically, we'll see what happens with them as we move forward in the future. Alright, so now we kind of got the news out of the way of how I fared out from the sale. Let's talk about some other things going on this week. Now there is another concept sale, which is going to be the Karak, which is a dedicated exploration ship. It's going for $345 for the concept sale. It's supposed to be a pretty big ship. It's supposed to be very specialized. I know there's a huge amount of hype on the forum about it, so I don't see myself getting one. I'm 99.99% sure that it will not be end up my hangar because I can't justify $345 for a ship based on a couple pieces of artwork. So that's going on if those of you are interested. Now the final piece that I want to talk about is that starting on Friday, they are introducing a new ship called the Javelin. And the Javelin is going to be a huge ship. Slide over, I want to drive. Javelin is going to be a huge ship. It's basically the biggest ship that's currently available for purchase. And it's going for $2,500, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. But one way they're trying to deal with some of the negative PR about having a $2,500 ship is they're going to subsidize $20 entry-level packages to the game. So I think I don't remember how many they're doing, but they're doing, they're doing a fair amount of, maybe I need to turn a little bit, maybe that's the issue. So basically you could actually buy into the game for $20 starting on this Friday. Now they are going to have a limited number of ships for sale, and limited packages, but $20 is pretty cheap to get into this game. So like I said last week, this week is going to be a great week to get involved with Star Citizen if you are interested. Friday is going to be a great day. I imagine a lot of people are going to snap up those $20 packages very, very quickly. And honestly, I probably will snatch up one of them to hang on for an upcoming project. That will, if I get one, we'll talk about it when we get there, but I'll probably snap up one too. So I will leave the information to that down below. as well. So that's kind of my recap, my midweek recap for what I purchased, kind of my thought process, and where I'm at. Now, I also met a guy on the forums named Greyheadedgamer, and he makes Star Citizen videos, but he does things a little bit different. Basically, he is learning the engine that this game is made in, and basically just goes in and just plays. He's a great YouTuber, and I enjoy watching him. So he made a video that I actually watched yesterday, which yesterday was the 25th. He made a video about that he was melting all his ships, selling all his ships, and he was going to start with basically a base package ship and work all the way up. Basically, he wanted the enjoyment and the experience of doing the grind, leveling up the ships, buying the upgrades, selling an old ship to buy a bigger ship. Basically, he wanted the whole experience. And after I thought about it for a while, I kind of understood where he's at. I sent him a message and we talked about it. So I'm factoring that in. Now, I wasn't planning on buying every ship pre-launch because that's just a ridiculous amount of money that I'm not going to spend. But at the same time, it does kind of give you some objectives to work through to get some of those higher tier ships. So I'm kind of stuck in the middle of where I want to be. So that kind of reinforces my buy 2 low tier ships and then kind of sit on it and think about it, kind of where I want to take them, maybe do some small upgrades to them or whatever. But I'll leave a link to that video down below as well, and I'll leave a link for the anniversary sale and the newsletter and everything, so you guys can look up. Of course, if you have any questions about Star Citizen, I'd be glad to answer them. If you have any questions about what kind of ship to get or whatever, I think I left a list in the last video about that, so check that out. But again, talk to you guys soon, and I'll probably do kind of a maybe an early next week another video kind of talking about some, if I do pick up on this package, a new project. So see you guys later.